Michelle Obama, and I was born on January 17, 1964 in Chicago, Illinois. My real name was Michelle Von Robinson. My parents' names were Fraser Robinson and Mary Robinson. My brother's name was Craig. My family loves to spend time together, especially Craig and I. We both love to sleep in the living room and skip second grade. When I was in 6th grade, I was in the gifted classes where I was taught French and taking accelerated courses. After that, I was going to the city's first magnet high school for gifted children, where I was appointed student government treasurer. When that was over, I graduated from Whitney and Young High School in 1981 as class allocation. I went to Princeton University in 1981 as well. In 1985, I graduated from Princeton University with honors. I went to Harvard Law School to become a lawyer. In 1988, I graduated. In 1992, I married Barack Obama in a church called Trinity United Church of Christ. I became the First Lady in 2008 because Barack was elected the 44th President of the USA. In 2010, I started a Let's Move program so the children would stay active. In 2012, I gave a moving speech at the Democratic Convention in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's how my name turned from Michelle Von Robinson to Michelle Obama, and I became the First Lady of the USA. I am Michelle Obama.
Hi, I'm Harriet Tubman. In 1820, I was born. When I was 6, I worked for my slave masters. It was very hard for me at that age. In 1844, I married John Tubman. He was a free man. In 1849, I escaped slavery and traveled north. I then became a conductor for the Underground Railroad. I helped slaves run away to Canada. The Underground Railroad was a secret system of routes and hideaway houses and people of all races who helped slaves escape. It was not a real railroad. I made 19 dangerous trips, rescuing over 300 slaves. The people I saved were many family members. I helped Jesus and God do their jobs by caring to love slaves. No matter what happened, I always went back. I am Harriet Tubman.
October 4th, 1942. I'm part of an African-American group called the Little Rock Nine. My parents were Oscar and Bertie Export. My dad was a dining car maintenance worker. My mom taught at a segregated state school for blind and deaf children. NAACP registered 9 black students to integrate to Little Rock Central High. That is what started the Little Rock Nine. I got separated from the group because the meeting place got changed at the last minute, and my family did not have a phone. I had to walk through the mob alone. Some guards were sent to stop me from getting into school, but I did not give up. After many times of trying, I went to the bus stop so I could go to my mom's job. The next year, all the city's high schools were closed, so I did not graduate, but I took overnight classes and graduated. I got accepted into Knox College in Illinois. I left Knox to be closer to my family. I would attend Wilberforce in Ohio. That is where I earned a BA in history. I am Elizabeth Ann Eckford.
Hi, I'm Mae Jemison. I'm the first African-American woman to become an astronaut. I was born October 17, 1956, in Alabama. When I was 3, my family moved to Chicago, Illinois. Later, I went to Morgan Park High School. After high school, I went to Stanford University. I graduated from Stanford University with 2 degrees, 1 degree in chemical engineering and another degree in African and Afro-American studies. After Stanford, I went to Cornell University to become a medical doctor. In 1983, I joined the Peace Corps. That same year, I went to West Africa to teach people about clean water. In 1999, I became the first African-American woman to command the Endeavour. Today, I give motivational speeches to kids and adults to inspire them to reach their dreams. I am Mae Jemison.
That's what you think
think I would say because of my last name. But no. Hi, my name is Condoleezza Rice. I was the Secretary of State. I was born November 14, 1954 in Birmingham, Alabama. My parents, Angelina Rice and John Wesley Rice, were both teachers. My mom took music very seriously. My mom, and her mom's mom all knew piano, so my mom taught me. At 3, I knew how to read sheet music before I knew how to read books. My parents wanted me to be smart, so they homeschooled me before kindergarten. I learned French, ballet, art, and figure skating. There were laws and fair to blacks, like a black can't shake a white person's hand. My parents did not like these rules. They told me to be self-confident. On Sundays, my dad and I would watch football, and he taught me the game. In 1963, some people bombed my church. 4 of my friends died. When I was 11, I was in 8th grade. When I was 15, I graduated high school. My dad got a new job, and we had to move to Colorado. When I went to college at University of Denver, I studied piano. But then I switched to political science. I realized I was better at politics than piano. I became a teacher at Denver University, one of the best too. I wrote 2 books on the Soviet Union. George H.W. Bush needed experts on the Soviet Union. He hired Ren Scowcroft for secretary advisor. Scowcroft went to Denver and was impressed on how knowledgeable I was on the Soviet Union. Writing those 2 books really paid off, didn't they? I took over as director of Soviet and Eastern European Affairs on the U.S. National Security Council. In 2004, I got nominated as Secretary of State. In 2005, I became Secretary of State. I am Condoleezza Rice, and I approve.
Hi, I am Elizabeth Blackman. I was born on February 3, 1821 in Bristol, England. I have 8 brothers and sisters. Me and my sister loved to play outside in the garden. On January 23, 1849 was a special day at Newburgh Jennifer American College. It was graduation week. That was the day the first woman ever to attend and complete medical school received her diploma. I helped train nurses and take care of wounded soldiers. Many women are doctors today, but in the 1800s, people didn't believe women could do these kind of jobs. I have shown the world that these opinions were wrong. Women doctors today can thank me for my accomplishment. I was a pioneer in the field of medical. I died on May 3rd, 1910. I am Elizabeth Blackman.
Hi, I am Speec. I was born in Senegal on May 8, 1753. At the age of 8, I got kidnapped from Africa and sent into slavery. I am a poet. I started writing my poem at the age of 12 about 2 men who nearly drowned at sea. I took theology, Greek, and Latin classes. I married John Peters and I died a couple years on December 5th, 1784. I am Speec.
My name is Martin Luther King. I was born on January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. I was a civil rights leader. I wanted to help Black Americans to have civil rights as white Americans had. I believe we are all the same. We had peaceful actions. I had peaceful actions, and I wanted the others to have peaceful actions too. Segregated public schools. When I was 15 years old, I began attending Morehouse College. I finished in 1948. I became a Baptist minister that year. After college, I continued my studies. I earned my doctorate in 1955. I met Coretta Scott while we were both attending school in Boston, Massachusetts. And I got married in 1953. We had 4 children. I was murdered on April 4th, 1968. My work still lives on today. I am Martin Luther King, Jr.
Hi, my name is Cleopatra. I was born in Alexandria, Egypt in the year of 69 BC. I have 2 sisters and 3 brothers. My parents are Ptolemy and Cleopatra. My father died a few years after I was born. My brother and I now live in Egypt. I was scared that my brother would kill me just to take over all control of the land. So I fled to Syria. I stayed there for a while. I gathered an army to take the throne for my own self and to fight against my brother. A Roman emperor called Julius Caesar came to Egypt to stop the war. Rome wanted all of Egypt's riches, so I needed Caesar's help. I had a friend sneak me in a rug so I could meet Caesar. After a few years, Caesar then made my brother king and me queen. But war came between Ptolemy and Caesar, so my brother was killed. I now rule Egypt. Me and Caesar stayed in Rome for about 9 months. After a few months, Caesar went back to Rome. A few months later, I had a son. I named him Ptolemy Caesar. Julius Caesar may have been his father. A year later, me and my son went to Rome. 2 years later, Caesar was killed. Me and my son went to Egypt. 4 years after, I went to Rome to show off my riches, and then I found a man called Mark Antony, who ruled the eastern half of the Roman Empire. Then I knew Rome could be a powerful friend to Egypt. Anthony and I fell in love. We lived in my grand palace in Alexandria. In time, we had 3 children. As rulers, we had many luxuries. We hosted feasts and parties. We had all kinds of jewelry and gold and other riches. A Roman leader named Octavian wanted Anthony's power. He said I wanted to take over Rome. Not knowing the truth, people turned against me. Octavian declared war on Egypt. The 2 sides met in a great sea battle. After the fighting began, Anthony and I fled to Alexandria. After 1 year, Octavian captured Alexandria. Anthony loved me so much that he believed I was dead and killed himself. But I was still alive. I feared returning to Rome as a prisoner. Legend says I let a poisonous snake bite me and I died. I ruled Egypt for 21 years, but no one knows how I died. I am Cleopatra. I am Gloria Estefan. I was born September 1st, 1957 in Havana, La Habana, Cuba. As a child, I liked to write poetry. I went to University of Miami, St. Michael Archangel School, and Our Lady of Lourdes Academy. I was honored a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I won 4 Latin Grammy Awards and 7 American Grammy Awards. During my career, I was known as the Queen of Latin Pop. I have a foundation to give to various charities that go to hurricane victims in the Caribbean and to many children's charities. I was invited to the White House by the President of the United States of America. I am Gloria Estefan.
Hi. Hi, I am Albert Einstein. I was born in 1879 in Ulm, Germany. As a child, I spoke very late and my parents were worried. People worried that I acted strange and sometimes had poor behavior. My parents hired a tutor and a violin teacher to help me act better. My father gave me a compass one day and it made my curiosity grow. I still had a hard time in school and eventually at 15 years of age, I became a high school dropout. My family founded a school in Switzerland that would help me learn better and prepare for the future. I had a lot of questions about science. I eventually made a lot of discoveries that made me famous. I tested the speed of energy by creating the equation E = mc² and developed the theory of reality, how stars and planets move through space. My life. In my life, I was given the Nobel Peace Prize in physics. I moved to America and became a professor at Princeton University. I inspired school children from all over the world because of my problems as a child with my forgetfulness and quirkiness. I also inspire children to never lose their sense of wonder because that's what helped me succeed. I died at the age of 76 in 1955. My death leaves behind stories of success through the discoveries I made that change how come to understand the world. I am Albert Einstein.
Hi, I am Abraham Lincoln. I was born the year 1809. I am known as the greatest hero. I, Abraham Lincoln, was the 16th president. I helped the world be in peace. I wanted every land to be fair. I was fair and nice to people. I was married to Mary Todd. I, Abraham Lincoln, had 4 children. My parents were Thomas Lincoln and Nancy Lincoln. I died the year 1865 at a plague. I am Abraham Lincoln.
I was born in Gibbstown, New Jersey on August 30th, 1935. When I was 12 years old, my family and I moved to Florida by the Gulf of Mexico. When I was 13 years old, I used swimming goggles to explore the Gulf's warm water. As a child, I liked to explore the ocean. I went to Florida State and got my bachelor's degree in 1955. I went to Duke University and got my master's degree of science in 1956 and got my doctorate of philosophy in 1966. As I grown older, my energy has not weakened. I spent my lifetime exploring the hidden beauty, wonder, and secrets of underworld sea. I am Sylvia Alice Earle.
I am Mother Teresa, and I was born on August 26, 1910. At age 12, I knew I wanted to help the poor, so I became a nun to help the sick and lonely. I made homes in places like a leper colony, an orphanage, a nursing home, and health clinics for people who had no place to live and people in need. I've opened up a home called Gift of Love to cure those who are infected with HIV and AIDS. To do all those things, I got medical training. I started a school to teach the poor people. I made a charity called the Missionary of Charity. I won the Nobel Peace Prize for my many works of selfless charity. I died on September 5th, 1997. I was beatified by Pope John Paul II to become a saint. One of my famous quotes is, "Let us always meet each other with a smile, for the smile is the beginning of love." I am Mother Teresa.
I am Ruby Bridges. I was born September 4th, 1954 in Tylertown, Mississippi, to my lovely parents, Avon and Lucille Bridges. Growing up wasn't easy and things weren't always pleasant. My grandparents were sharecroppers and helped raise me and my siblings, while our parents got out of work in the city. My father landed a job as a serviceman, and just like that, new beginnings were at once. We relocated to New Orleans. I am 4 years old now. More responsibilities and for some were to take the time to stop schooling and take care of the younger ones in the family. But both of my parents wanted more for me, more for family. I attended an all-black school where I attended kindergarten. My world didn't exceed the block we lived on. That all changed in 1960 when the federal court had ordered New Orleans to mix up the public school system. Together, Mother responded to NAACP, or the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, to participate in the integration. Even though my father was hesitant, I tested alongside 5 other kids from my region to see who would qualify. We all passed, all put up to other schools, Everyone in Paris except for me. Time went on, but it wasn't easy. People threatened me, but I didn't care. For 15 years, I worked as a travel agent, later on becoming a full-time mother. In 1999, I became the chairman of the Ruby Bridges Foundation. I had too many company ceremonies since then. I want to make sure that I instill courage into every life that matters. No matter the skin color, you matter. Never allow any advertise that you may face to keep you down. Let it empower you to do and be something great. I am Ruby Bridges.
I am Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr., and I was born on January 17, 1942 in Louisville, Kentucky. My family was not wealthy, but I lived in a middle-class neighborhood because my father, Cassius Sr., could always find work as a sign painter, and my mother, Odessa, as a maid. When I was 12, I met a man named Joe Martin, who taught kids to box no matter their skin color. He asked me if I would like to learn, and I said yes. By the time I was 18, I won 6 Kentucky Golden Glove Championships, 2 National Golden Glove titles, and 2 AAU National Championships. In 1960, I earned a spot on the United States Olympic boxing team. The Olympics were being held in Rome, Italy. There was one problem. I was afraid of flying. With the help of my trainer, I faced my fear and won a gold medal in boxing. I was proud of my medal and I wore it all the time. However, people were mean to me and I became angry. Filled with hurt, I eventually threw my gold medal in the Ohio River. After winning the gold medal, I became a professional boxer. I would always tell my opponents that I float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. In 1964, I won the World Boxing Championship. The next day, I changed my name to Muhammad Ali, which meant one worthy of praise. In 1967, I lost the title, not in the ring, but because I didn't join the army to fight in a war. I believed in peace. In 1974, I won the title back from George Foreman and declared myself the greatest. I lost the title in 1978, but won it back when I beat Leon Spinks. I was the only person to hold the World Heavyweight Boxing title 3 times. In 1979, I retired from boxing. I am known all over the world. I have met people all over the world to ask them to try harder to understand others. I am known everywhere as a truly great man because I helped so many people. In 1996, I lit the torch at the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta, where they gave me a new gold medal. Because of my illness, I spend most of my time with my family. I have 9 children, and my daughter Layla was a pro boxing champion. I will always be known as the greatest of all time, not only in the boxing ring, but to people all over the world. I am Muhammad Ali.
Hello, my name is Oprah Winfrey. I was born on January 29th, 1954. I had one child. When I was young, I lived on a farm. My real name was Ruth, but the R and the P got switched. I didn't have a wealthy life. I had a job in radio. I always loved to be in the spotlight. I went to East Nashville High School. I got a free scholarship to Tennessee State University. There I studied communication. Then I got a job in radio. From Tennessee, I moved to Chicago. There I got a talk show that lasted 30 minutes. It was so good that they extended the show for 1 hour and renamed it the Oprah Winfrey Show. My talk show was a success. I have 7 foundations that help young people and young girls. I'm an example to society. I have my own magazine called O. I have a big production called the Harper Production. And one of my favorite quotes are, be thankful for what you have. You'll end up with having more.
Hi, my name is Ashton. My name is Steve Jobs. I was born February 24th, 1955. It was adopted by Paul and Carla Jobs after birth. Growing up, he liked to work with his dad and build things. That's when he built his first computer. Steve Jobs and his friends started their own computer company together and called it Apple. The Apple II was the first computer to have a color screen. In 1991, Steve married Lorraine Powell and they had 3 children. In 1998, Steve went back to work for Apple and developed a new computer called iMac. Steve saw that people like to listen to music on the internet, so he created an iPod. Steve Jobs is most famous for the iPad and the iPhone. In the summer of 2011, Steve Jobs left Apple. He had been sick with cancer in 2003. On October 5th, 2011, Steve Jobs passed away. I am Steve Jobs.
I'm Stevie Wonder. I was born on May 13, 1950 in Saginaw, Michigan. As a premature baby, I received too much oxygen in my incubator, so I'm permanently blind. When I was little, I showed an early gift for music. First was a church in Detroit, Michigan, where my family and I moved when I was 4 years old, and later with a bevy of instruments, including the harmonica, piano, and drums. All I taught myself to do before age 10. I like to play drums, piano, and harmonica. I also like to sing. I'm famous because I never gave up. In my life, I won 20 Grammys. I have made an impact on others' lives because I was blind and I didn't stop until I reached my goal. Did you know my real name is Stephen Hardwick Judkins? I had 7 children and I also had 24 studio albums. One famous quote by me is, "Music is the essence. It's what gives us memories, and the longer the song has existed in our lives, the more memories you will have of it." At age 13, my song Cut of the Fingers sailed up the Billboard charts. I got seriously injured in the car accident, and I'll permanently lose my sense of smell and temporarily lose my sense of taste. So I'm just a walking pair of ears. I have met with a lot of U.S. presidents, and in the recent years, I have made a song called California Roll with Snoop Dogg and karaoke. I am Steve Wonder.
I am Jackie Rose. I was born on January 31st, 1990. When I was a little boy, I moved to California. In high school, I was good at sports. I played track, football, basketball, and baseball. I became the first African-American baseball player in the major leagues. In 1947, I signed with the Brooklyn Dodgers. I was named Rookie of the Year. In 1947, I was National League MVP. In 1949, the Brooklyn Dodgers went to World Series in 1955. I broke the baseball color. I made an impact upon every life by being the first to play baseball. Baseball is like a coach game. Nobody wants to quit when you're losing. Nobody wants to quit when you're ahead. If life isn't important, accepting the impact it has on others' lives. I am Jackie Rose.
I am Benjamin Franklin. I was born on January 17, 1706. I have 9 brothers and 7 sisters. My dad works at a candle and soap business. I went to a grammar school. I love to read, work, swim, and to experiment. At school, I was bad at arithmetic. Soon after I started school, I was My dad pulled me out of school and wanted me to work with him. I was mad, so my dad told me to work with my brother at a printing business. I started making mystery essays under the name Do Good. It was fun until my brother found out. Me and him never had a good relationship after that. I was 26 when George Washington was born, and 47 when Thomas Jefferson was born. I invented the Franklin Stroke glass harmonica, lightning rod, and the bifocal glasses. When I was 70, I signed the Declaration of Independence. I died at the age 84 on April 17, 1790. One of my famous quotes is, "A penny saved is a